he is on it with what's going on, right? Because if we didn't have like someone who is expert upon expert and then that guy's expert, that's who we have here at HSN, we would not have the first day of issue, limited edition, emergency silver eagle, 2020, perfect condition, $139.95. I've got the green box behind it. I've got a red oak presentation box, Mike. I'm assuming this is included.
Yep, absolutely it is. This is a coin that literally 2 weeks ago, in essence, we didn't even know existed. If you remember, all our collectors go back 2 or 3 months or so, I guess it's 4 or 5 months now, the United States government was having difficulty with the production of the American Silver Eagle. And if you recall, at the end of last year, they said that they were going to change the design of the American Silver Eagle in 2021. And that's absolutely the case. So there is a brand new design. So the American Silver Eagle, which has looked like this since 1986, has a new design that's coming out next year. But the problem was, because of the COVID pandemic, the United States government normally makes these coins at the West Point Mint. The West Point Mint had to be shut down for 2 weeks. The San Francisco Mint was shut down for 6 weeks. And because of that, production of the most popular Silver Eagle in the entire history of the program is about 30% less than the historic average of the last decade of American Silver Eagles. So because of that, in a last-ditch effort to try to keep up with demand, the United States Mint has released a small batch of these special emergency issue coins from San Francisco. If you remember 4 or 5 months ago, they did the emergency issue. They did the emergency issue in the Philadelphia Mint. And if you remember the 70s, Mint State 70s we had in those, $299, $329, $349, completely and totally sold out. Now on the secondary market, $350, $400, $500. Now we have, at the very last instant, a emergency American Silver Eagle that was struck at the San Francisco Mint. And so that's what I have. And here's the thing. We were kind of on top of this. I got a great allocation. The United States government does not sell these directly to the public. They don't have a mint mark, so they have to be certified. The great thing about this is I got excellent quantity on this. So that's why this is not $299, $329, $399, $449. It's $139.95 for the last regular issue Silver Eagle that the United States government is going to release in this year. It is an historic coin. It is the end of an era, and it is done, interestingly enough, at the San Francisco Mint.
Yeah, I even have one of the green boxes out here on the set that has the mark on it, and I know when it goes to be certified, comes in these boxes and they're strapped and locked and have to be observed to be open and all that, right?
Yes, correct. Now the San Francisco, the one box you have behind you is one of the boxes from the Philadelphia emergency issue, because those were boxes 400,000 through 449.50, I think. The San Francisco boxes are 800,000 through 499 is what they are. You have to get one of these boxes. You have to get one of these boxes directly from an authorized purchaser. And the only way you can do that, there's only 12 of them in the United States. And then they're on allocation. I'm on allocation. Thank goodness we're one of the largest coin dealers in the entire world. And so because of that, I got adequate quantity. I didn't have to pay a huge premium. And since I didn't have to pay a huge premium, you don't have to pay a huge premium. Here's what it really comes down to. With the red oak presentation box, you have got the last coin of the year from the San Francisco Mint as an emergency issue. Not only is it not $300, $400, $500, $600, it's basically the same price as the regular issue coin, even though it's going to be 25 to 30 times rarer than the regular 2020. Understand? And it's still, the American Silver Eagle design is still changing next year. Okay? That's still changing next year. So this coin, if it was West Point Mint, if it was just a regular Silver Eagle, it would be huge. Remember, the United States Mint has already started making 2021 coins. It's one of the reasons they had to do San Francisco. Okay? It's one of the reasons why they had to do San Francisco is because the West Point Mint is already making 2021 coins. They're ready for next year. They're going to have a record production next year. This year should have been a record production.
Right, but wasn't, Mike, can I ask you a question? I want to make sure I'm understanding it right. Are you saying that this coin is the last coin ever to be made with this design that is the Silver Eagle? This one is the last final one?
The regular issue Silver Eagle, the Mint State Silver Eagle, absolutely. This is the very last Mint State Silver Eagle made by the United States government in 2020. It's the last coin of 2020 with the San Francisco, and it doesn't even have a San Francisco mint on it. Okay? There's another coin that's going to come out next week. Unfortunately, I won't have it until you'll have to check on hsn.com. That has a 1945 privy mark on it. They're going to make like 75,000 of them. I suspect, looking at the market right now, that's going to be somewhere in the neighborhood of a $2,000 coin.
Yeah,
Right. This coin just as significant. It's the last regular issue coin, $139.95. A little bit more in everybody's budget. A little bit more in everybody's budget. And understand, with the Red Oak presentation box, which is $19.95, we're right in the ballpark for what we charge for a regular issue American Silver Eagle. And I want to address that for just a second. Two things about this that are really cool. We recently found out that the very first Mint State American Silver Eagle in 1986, which we thought for many years, everybody always said that coin was made at the Philadelphia Mint. It's in all the books. We recently found out it was a San Francisco minted coin. And so we'll have some of those. You can go to hsn.com. I think we have one in the next hour. So how's this for just full circle? The very first Mint State American Silver Eagle in 1986 was made at San Francisco. The very last iconic design is what we're calling the old design. The very last iconic design, American Silver Eagle in 2020, was also made at the San Francisco Mint. Quite literally the bookend.
Bookended,
literally the
amazing.
Bookends are going to be right there. And if you go to hsn.com, I have some of the 1986s and Mint State 70 to give you the idea of the difference. $579, I have about 4 dozen.
And that's very limited. And, and this is a first day of issue limited edition, only 2,296. That is so small a quantity.
Yeah, we're debuting this today. This is your very first look at this. You have to understand. And so if we can, look at the limited edition, 2,296. I don't know if it's possible, if our wonderful producer can show us the quantity of these sold. We debuted this at 1 a.m. this morning. We debuted this at 1 a.m. this morning.
Yeah,
there's
528 sold, Mike.
96. What's that?
528 sold. 529, 530. The counter's on the screen. 532. You can see it going.
Already
it's
over
going.
20 to 25% sold out in the very first day that we made this available. At the very first day that we made this available. This is a stunning opportunity for you to buy a special emergency issue. Now understand, do not confuse this with the regular 2020 Silver Eagle. Now here's the thing about that. Just the regular American Silver Eagle, the West Point Minute coin, of which they made literally tens of millions. That coin is sold out from the United States Mint. That coin already bringing huge premiums in the marketplace. And even though they made about 24 million of the regular West Point Minute coins this year, that's 10 million below the 10-year average mintage. Now understand, this coin is 3 to 4 to 5 times more popular, the West Point minted coin, than any Silver Eagle I've ever sold here. It has been the all-time best-selling Silver Eagle, and it is 30% rarer than all of the Silver Eagles on average over the last decade. That's the West Point minted coin. Now, look at the San Francisco minted emergency issue coin, which is another 25 times rarer, 25 times rarer okay, than the W minted coin, which was 30% rarer than the historical average. This is a stunning collector opportunity is what this is. And because, and 100% exclusive to us, by the by, Annex first day of issue, regardless of the coin, is 100% exclusive to HSN.
And this is the first time it's ever been on air. We're supposed to have it in this hour to the next hour. I don't even know if it's going to be in the next hour. We don't know what's going to happen. It's going crazy right now. You guys are buying this and you get it. You get it. You've been watching the coin shows for years. You get it. This is an opportunity buy. This is one of these reasons you watch the coin shows all the time, just so you don't miss it. This is the one you don't want to miss. Really, Mike and I were talking about it before the show, and he's like, it's all about this. I mean, I'm really excited that you guys are treating yourselves. Now, remember, there's only 2,296. It's not like, hey, Mike, can you get more? No, because that's the issue. It's limited edition, first day of issue. It's a finite number, and anytime you see that in coin collecting or collecting of any time, there goes up the value. And the other thing is, it's, you know, Mike has taught me over the years that the most important thing is, and I'm repeating what he's told me 100 times, which is condition. And 70 is the best of the best, right, Mike?
Right, it's absolutely perfect. If you go back to they did a Philadelphia minted, okay, emergency production at the beginning of the year. If you remember that, those were $300. I'm sold out. If I had 1,000 of them, I could sell them for $350 a piece. This is not only that, it's the last one. Look at this, hundreds and hundreds and hundreds gone. People buying these in multiples.
Yeah.
Because understand the historic significance. I want to go back just for a second, okay?
Yeah.
I want to explain the historic significance of 2020 to begin with. President Ronald Reagan signed the Liberty Coin Act into law in 1985. They started making the coin in 1986. From 1986 until today, this coin has looked exactly like this. It's what we call the iconic design American Silver Eagle. The United States Mint announced last year that it will be changing the design in 2021. I've seen the design. It's a beautiful eagle in flight.
Ooh, that's the first I've heard what the new design is for sure, by the way.
Yeah, a new design for sure. It's an eagle in flight.
All right.
No doubt about that. So we've got the new design. The eagle in flight is what's going to be the design. There's no doubt about that. Understand this is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to buy this transition coin, this legacy coin, if you will. Because by law, they cannot change it again. They cannot change it again for 25 years. They cannot change it again for 25 years. Literally, this is the only time in all I've been here almost 20 years now. I'm not going to be here 25 years from now. Okay, so I promise.
Me neither.
Right, that's an absolute guarantee. Literally once in a lifetime. Now, that's just the regular West Point minted coin, which we've sold 35,000 of. Okay, I think there were 16,000 first day of issues. Then we had the regular coins that we had, but first day of issues sold out obviously New Year's Eve. We always do that. This coin, there's not 16,000 or 20,000 or 30,000. There is exactly what you see there, 2,296.
Wait, Mike, I got to jump in here because this thing is going crazy. You know, we're supposed to talk about this in our next hour, and I don't know if we have a backup plan because we're almost half sold out.
A slightly different coin in the next hour that we're going to show you right after this. It is such a critical coin. We did not only did we do the Annex first day of issue, which is, of course, 100% exclusive to us, I am debuting. This coin is so important. I am debuting in the next hour and just shortly after we finish this presentation, our brand new exclusive NGC core.
Oh, okay.
Coin with a black core. It is spectacular. Maybe you can just flash it really quickly. It's the next item in the show. Okay, so you guys can.
All right, we're gonna look. We're gonna look for that. We're gonna look for that. Make sure we get it.
We'll get a full presentation on that.
Okay.
Just to give everybody a look.
Okay.
This is just where you start with this.
Yeah.
Okay. This is just where you're starting with this coin. So understand.
There it is. We're giving you a peek. We're giving you a